Any other comments? Please come forward. Stand, please.
I'm Stan Ruffin. I live at 324 Old Stage Road, across the street, which is on the east side of the Old Stage from the property. I've been there for over 2 years and never had a problem. Never been an issue with the noise or the smell or the livestock getting out at any given time. Several others have said Mr. BoC takes good care of his property, which he does. Matter of fact, the property that he just purchased recently, he has made an outstanding improvement to the property. And I believe that he'll continue to do that. The request that he's doing, I think, is within reason. Due to the fact that where the area that he has, it's not like he's buying additional cattle, it's to let the ones that he has existing just have a different area at different times to go. Some of the complainants have stated that in one particular area versus another particular area, as far as the distance from the property lines. Right now, Mr. Jordan's property, just like Mr. Rowland stated, it is actually closer now than what the new property line would be. Yes, it's in a different location, but if he's, according to the complaints, he's been smelling it apparently for years, but there's never been any complaints. The gentleman across the street and the lady down the road that has a health issue, never been any complaints in the neighborhood. I'm not saying that there's not an odor, just like the man says, I'm sure they do. But there's never been, obviously, enough to complain over all these years. Several of the complainants have horses directly adjacent to the back of their properties. There's never been a complaint. One gentleman in the planning commission stated about the water contamination, methane gas. They've never been complained about before. And I just think that if you will take this into consideration, that a lot of this information, it is personal opinion. I totally understand it. But I think if you'll take a lot of this into consideration, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Rowland. The public hearing on the variance for Mr. BoC is now closed.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, the next variance request and public hearing has been submitted by Cecil Humphreys and Michael Alexander to present the staff report, page 8 through 9.
Cecil Humphreys, applicant, has submitted an application for variance to the Lake County Code Ordinance Section 38-336, number of driveways, for the purpose of installing a second driveway, thereby allowing more than one access point per street frontage. Property is located at 185 Glenarvan Drive in the zone R1, single family residential district. The Planning Commission recommended approval with the understanding that the driveway would meet all the current specifications for a driveway that's in the county code.
Public meeting is now open to discuss the variance from Mr. Cecil Humphreys. Anyone has any comments pertaining to this issue, please come forward and sign in.
Chris Moore.
Good evening, Commission, Board. First of all, I want to say I appreciate the opportunity and thank you for allowing me this time to bring forth my plea here. What we did, we added a second driveway. Well, I had 3 estimates. Well, each estimate said I had enough of property line to do the second
300 feet.
the driveway. Well, we thought we were doing the right thing, and so we thought we had the okay to do it. And Chris did the driveway for me, and he got the approval that we thought we was all right. But we found out later that we were 16 feet short. So what we come to the planning commission, and what we want to do, we'll do what's right. And I think they asked us to do
Install an apron along the easement, which we'll be glad to do. It's just basically the problem, they approved it, the planning commission approved, on the terms that we do bring everything up to code, as Mr. Alexander said. And I believe that would involve a 10-foot apron coming from covering the easement, is that correct?
That's correct.
And which there was probably some lack of communication or miscommunication in the beginning, and that was missed, obviously. Because what we did was we run crushed asphalt all the way to the road. And we're just here to make the proper improvements and to do it correctly. We don't have any problems with doing what we need to do to resolve that.
Let me just interject, if 10 feet goes back to the right-of-way, if that's what the right-of-way is, whatever the right-of-way is, you would need to put, asphalt or concrete back to the right-of-way. That's the code is written.
Okay. I think 10 feet is maybe a bit much as far as an apron, but if y'all require us to go 10 feet, we will.
Did y'all try to get a permit to install this driveway?
Well, I called Mr. Alexander and had a phone discussion with him,
Yeah.
and it didn't require one.
Okay.
So what I did try to make sure that I was doing it the right thing and abiding by the codes before I started the work.
Let me read this to you.
Okay.
This is from the Southwest Georgia Regional Commission. However, if approved, it is further suggested that the Planning Commission consider requiring the driveway to be moved further down the lot, away from the principal driveway.
Correct. That's what Mr. Alexander.
And it to be paved to a minimum width allowed of 10 feet, Mr. Ball?
Yes.
Okay. So in other words, you'd have to move that existing driveway to another location?
That was a recommendation, I think that Paul made to staff. But it really functions with what he needs is, this is where shed's at. It really functions at that particular location.
Well, you run a home business at that location,
Right,
right?
I do special events like weddings.
Flowers.
Weddings and parties and rehearsal dinners, banquets, whatever, special, events.
It's a delivery-based business, so there's no actual retail customers coming there.
There's no retail, in other words, you prepare the flowers or whatever, and they come and pick them up?
No, I deliver.
You deliver, okay.
The driveway is for the delivery van to pull up closer to the building, rather than have to walk 60, 70 feet.
I understand.
Okay. And
So you got, I'm discussing with Mr. Allen, you got 250 feet on that corner where that driveway is located, all right, Bob?
Pretty close to that.
Pretty close.
284, I believe.
What is it?
We were 16.
256.
Okay, Joe. Appreciate you coming on the board. Thank you, sir. Anybody have any more comments about the driveway? Public meeting is closed.
Chairman, the last public hearing tonight is a rezoning application submitted by Mr. William Alcorn from Michael Alexander. The staff report, this is found immediately following Mr. Humphrey's request.
William Alcorn, applicant, has submitted a rezoning application for the purpose of rezoning a total of 3 acres with 300 feet of road frontage from agricultural 1, active agricultural district, R3, mixed-use single-family residential district,